Hello Year 2 and welcome to our next maths lesson. So today in maths it's going to be our last lesson on multiplication before we check our understanding of what we've learned on Monday, and then on Tuesday and going forwards we're going to be learning all about division, again thinking about how we divide by 2, 5 and 10. So today we're going to be focusing on the 10 times table again. So please pause the video here and write the short date 21.1.21 and the learning objective 10 times table. Brilliant. Okay, so thinking about our steps to success today, as we're going to be looking at solving arithmetic and reasoning questions, it's really important that we read the problem and highlight the key information first of all. Then write the multiplication that you're going to solve. Draw an array to help you solve the multiplication. And lastly, write the product, including in a full sentence if you're solving a word problem. Okay, so let's think back to yesterday in our review phase. Again, also thinking about the 10 times table. I have a reasoning and problem solving question here to share with you all. So listen carefully. On sports day, Jack runs 10 metres 7 times. Which of these calculations do not describe this word problem? 10 add 7, 7 times 10, or 7 add 7, 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 add 7. So we have 10 lots of 7 there. Or the last calculation is 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 10. So 7 lots of 10 there. So which of these calculations do not describe how Jack ran 10 metres 7 times? I'm just going to highlight that key information. So pause the video here and have a discussion and make sure you explain why. Well done, Year 2. So let's have a look together. So we know that Jack ran 10 metres 7 times. So that's 7 lots of 10. So if we look at our first calculation, it says 10 add 7. So that represents Jack running 10 metres, then 7 more metres. So 10 add 7 is incorrect because he has run 10 metres 7 times instead of 10 metres, then 7 more metres. So I'm going to put a dot next to that one to show that it's incorrect. Okay, the next calculation is 7 times 10. What do you think, Year 2? Well done. So this calculation is correct as it represents 7 lots of 10. And as we know, Jack has ran 10 metres 7 times. Okay, let's have a look at the next calculation. So as we can see, this calculation represents 10 lots of 7. So has Jack ran 10 metres 7 times, which is 7 lots of 10, or has Jack ran 7 metres 10 times, which would be 10 lots of 7 as shown in this number sentence. Brilliant, well done. So 7 add 7, 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 add 7 is incorrect because he does not run 7 metres each time, but he runs 10 metres each time instead. So that number sentence is also incorrect. Whereas our last number sentence represents 7 lots of 10, which is the same as Jack running 10 metres 7 times. Brilliant. I'm sure that's got us thinking already this morning, Year 2. So let's have a look at a couple of reasoning questions together before you go and explore independently. So our first question says, how many crayons are there all together? So as you can see, there's a picture here showing packets of crayons. So please pause the video and have a go at solving this question in discussion with your talk partner at home or in school. So think about the multiplication and how you would answer using a full sentence. Brilliant, well done year 2. So let's have a look together. So the multiplication says times 10. So we need to find out how many lots of 10 there are. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. So we can see that there are 6 lots of 10. So what is the product of 6 and 10? We need to make 6 10 times greater. So at the moment we've got 6 ones. Brilliant. It means we would have 6 tens. So what do we put in the ones column, year 2, to show 6 tens? Brilliant. We need to have a 0 in the ones column. So 6 times 10 equals 60. Can you repeat that, year 2? Brilliant. Well done. So if we were to answer the question, how many crayons are there all together? How would we answer that? Should we say it together? There are 60 crayons all together. Brilliant. Well done, year 2. Okay, so let's have a look at our next question. Altogether, there are 30 bottles. How many walls are there? Let's have a look at the picture. So this picture is showing there are 10 green bottles sitting on the wall. So as you can see, we've got our 10 green bottles sitting on a wall. So let's come back to the question. Altogether, there are 30 bottles. How many walls are there? So again, we're thinking about how many lots of 10. So please pause the video and see if you can solve the missing number in this calculation and answer the question in a full sentence. There are walls. Well done, year 2. So we know that 3 lots of 10 equals 30. So should we say that multiplication together using the word times? 3 times 10 equals 30. Brilliant. So shall we check that, counting in our multiples, doing our actions like we would in the classroom to show that 3 lots of 10 equals 30. So each time we show 10, that's going to be 1 wall. Are you ready? 10, 20, 30. Brilliant. So we know that there are 3 walls. Should we say that sentence together? There are 3 walls. Brilliant. Well done, year 2. Okay, so on your board now, you can see that we have our first task. So if you would like more practice of the 10 times table, here are some arithmetic questions to solve. If you feel ready to move on, please begin with the reasoning questions. Please write the multiplication and answer using a full sentence in your book. So for example, here if we look at number 1, the question says there are 10 crayons in each box. How many crayons are there all together? So very similar, we've just looked at a crayon question this morning. So times 10 equals there are crayons all together. Number 2 says how much money is in the box. So once you've written your multiplication, you'll need to think about your sentence. So for example, there is p in the box. Okay, so here's question 1 and 2. Questions 3, 4 and 5. And questions 6, 7 and 8. So please see the PDF documents on our Class Dojo story for these questions and also the answers. Have fun, year 2.